Hello, hello, welcome once again. How you guys doing? Hi, my name is Julian Chan, and I'd like to welcome you again to the Lunch Hour Music with Julian Chan, with yours truly. I'm back for another week to play some more music for you, and yeah, this week will be also one of the, I guess, once a month jazz edition. So where I'll be playing songs from the Great American Songbook, as well as different kinds of jazz compositions from Charlie Parker, Billy Strayhorn, Duke Ellington, and some of these great artists. So how are you guys doing so far? I mean, yeah, and I hope that you are having a good time right now with your lunch, or if you have finished lunch, or if you're still having lunch, I hope I can accompany you with the music that I'm playing today. And yeah, so so what do you guys think of the, I'm sure everyone has read the news by now. I mean, we've had the news about the new cabinet and all that kind of thing, like over the past 2 hours. So, you know, what do you guys think about it? So, well, I don't know. I mean, I think we're still getting into a very interesting time politically, and you know, even though there are a lot of the same people up there, but you know, we'll see what happens over the next few months. Hopefully, it will be better than not. So yeah, hello everyone. Once again, I'd like to say hello to Raw Chef Yin. She's the first one in and sent, and she's watching from YouTube, and she says hi, and she's the first one who came and left a message. So hey Yin, how you doing? And Abang Aznaf writing from Facebook, how you doing, sir? Yeah, and Samad, my jazz bro, how you guys doing? Yeah. So if you just tune in, welcome again, and I'll be playing a few jazz tunes for you guys. And please share if you enjoy the show, you've been enjoying the show, please share the links to your social media feeds and YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, on Twitter. And of course, you can see here I've got these accounts that please do follow me on any of these platforms. If you're on YouTube, please click subscribe and like the button, and I think there's also a bell button where you can press, so every time when I go on live, or if I do post some video, if and when I do get to post some videos, you will definitely get some notifications there too. So you know, doing the video thing is not one of my most efficient points, you know, but gotta, you know, light a fire under my butt or something. But anyway, so I'd like to start today's program with a tune that I think is a song written by the great trumpet player by the name of Kenny Dorham. He's and you can find this song in the album by the great saxophonist Joe Henderson, in his album called Page One. And this is a very common tune that a lot of students and music students in university, at least in Malaysia anyway, they will learn, because it's like it has a very simple melody and relatively simple chord changes and things like that, but it's got a nice groove. And this one is called Blue Bossa. Hope you enjoy it.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Yeah, that was Blue Bossa by Kenny Dorham and Joe Henderson. Again, you can find that amazing tune, the original version at least, on their album called Page One under Blue Note Records. It's definitely one of the more um, one of the greatest definitive jazz albums in in jazz history. So yeah, there are a lot of great tunes like Blue Bossa, Recordame, Jin Rickshaw, among many tunes. So please do go and check it out. I mean, it's a great album and makes for a great addition to your music playlist. So cool. All right. So the next tune I'd like to play is a Billy Strayhorn tune, Billy Strayhorn, Duke Ellington, and it's one of the more popular, or rather more played, very very simple but very nice standard called Satin Doll. So yeah, and an interesting fact is that Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington were very close because they were both arrangers, composers and arrangers, and Duke Ellington wrote a lot of great music for his orchestra, and his partner in writing and composition is Billy Strayhorn, and he wrote a lot of great tunes, and I'll definitely play some of them today. And one of the interesting things about music of Billy Strayhorn is that he uses a lot of interesting harmonies that I think at that time was not very commonly used, because there's a lot of dissonant chords that probably is not very common in a lot of popular jazz music at the time. So anyway, so this and and I played some of the songs in the past, like Isfahan, and I'll play another one later in the set. So I'm gonna continue next with Satin Doll. Cool. Oh, by the way, if for those of you who are watching, if you notice any technical issues like video or audio, please leave some words in the comment section of whichever platform that you're watching, and hopefully I'll get to troubleshoot fairly quickly. All right. So okay. So I'm not gonna talk too much. This one is Satin Doll.
One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Right, thank you very much. That was Satin Doll by the great Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. Cool, thank you very much. So, yeah, anyway, and these are great, and all these tunes that I'll be playing for you are like jazz standards. I guess every budding musician who wants to learn to play in this idiom, I think these are all great tunes to learn, and there are multiple, plenty of recordings on if you can buy them at least, and of course you'll find them on Spotify, but you can't find everything on Spotify, I guess. And if you can find them on CD or even vinyl, that's you'll hear a lot of great music. Cool. Anyway, I'd like to see who is online, and all right. Just give a shout out to Joyce. Hey Joyce, thank you for tuning in. How are you guys doing? And we're definitely looking for the hang. I'm looking forward until we all can get up there and meet up and have lunch, dinner, anything. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, Joyce. Miss you guys. So hopefully we can see each other soon. And from Facebook, Ang Siu Lee. Hi, thank you for your thank you for your comments. And Abang Aznaf says on Facebook says, true Julian, one of my first jazz song in university. Got laughed at too during improv. I think when we're all starting out, we we won't sound the best, obviously. That's why we're going to school, so we can learn how to play these tunes and basically how to play our instrument and how to play in this idiom we call as jazz. Well, I think in this modern day, I think the we also call it Black American music or BAM, which it is. It is jazz is essentially fundamentally a Black American music, but it's also has spread to all over the world, so it's part of the global musical diaspora as well. Cool. And as Samad on Facebook says, interesting to hear play it, or you mean Blue Bossa. Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess, one of those tunes that we don't play very often, very too often at one point, and not often enough when we are mature enough to actually play and make it sound good, I think. And greetings to John Long. Hi, how you doing? And John, I know you're always posting stuff during the lockdown and some of your practices and some of the stuff that you're doing, and it's great stuff. So please continue sharing all that stuff. All the music and interesting educational things that you do share on Facebook. So thank you for that. And Rapi Laksa from the Philippines. Hi Rapi, thanks for tuning in, and I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. And you're a saxophone player too. Cool. So hope to see you play sometime too. All right. Okay, so the next tune I'd like to play for you is a Charlie Parker composition. It's another classic. Well, everything here is a classic. What am I talking about? But there are great songs to play, to learn to play melodies and in a bebop language, and also get my chops up, I guess. But yeah, this is a song called Scrapple from the Apple, Charlie from the great Charlie Parker. So hope you enjoy it.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, that was Scrapple from the Apple by the great Charlie Parker. Just a little fun fact, and Charlie Parker was alto saxophonist. Charlie Parker was known as like the father of the music or the style of playing known as bebop, and I guess the characteristic of playing bebop music is, well, most of the time you hear a lot of notes, but in fact, a lot of the great musical inventions that came out from bebop is really steeped in the rhythm of African music, and of course the African American culture, and a lot of great ideas and musical artistry that came from Charlie Parker was really in the way he plays all of his musical ideas in a very rhythmic way. So if you like to check it out and to know more about the great Charlie Parker, please Google it, I guess. Yeah, just find out. It's a lot of great information, a lot of great music, and he was a major influence to not just a lot of saxophone players, but to a lot of musicians in the jazz world until today. So yeah, anyway, so before I get to the next song, I'd like to give a shout out to some people and some friends here. My student Darren says, "Guess I found my next one to transcribe and work on." Definitely. So great, thank you so much for all the comments. That's great. Thanks, Az, from writing on Facebook. Hi, Michael. I miss playing with you, and I hope to be able to do it soon. And okay, cool. Hi, Mr. Jaya. Thank you so much. Sorry couldn't catch your last performance. Hope you're okay and hanging in there. Anyway, like I would love to try to highlight some of these comments, but I think because of the setup that I'm using OBS to stream to both channels at once on Facebook and on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have the features where I can, like, if you watch a lot of webinars and a lot of interviews, you will see sometimes they will highlight some comments in the caption in the screen below, but I don't really have that feature yet, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I'd love to show some of your comments on screen as well. Cool. All right. And John Long says on Facebook, "I'm good. I'm taking a break, back soon." Cool. That's great, man. It's so great to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. And a friend, Lotus or Lynn, thank you so much. Julian and his classic tunes. Not classical music, mind you. Well, it is classical music in a way. It's known as America's classical music. Jazz is fundamentally America's classical music. It's one of the greatest musical inventions. I mean, classical music, as you know, primarily originates in European countries, but jazz is definitely from America. So it's definitely America's classical music. Well, at least I think so. And John Long says, "Charlie Parker with strings is my favorite." Yeah, it is my favorite too. I'm still trying to finish up the transcription to Just Friends, and it goes like something like that. That's great. That's a great song. That's a great recording. In fact, the whole album Charlie Parker with Strings is definitely one of my favorite Charlie Parker albums as well, and I believe it's his as well. I think I remember reading that he was the most proud of that album because I think it was like a dream come true for him, because Charlie Parker studied a lot of classical music, so a lot of his melodies are very heavily inspired not just by blues and rhythm and blues music of in America at the time, but also by a lot of great classical music from Stravinsky, Bach, and many others. And I think if you listen really closely to a lot of Charlie Parker's recordings, sometimes he will actually quote classical music melodies, like Rite of Spring and all these different kinds of great melodies in the world of classical music. Well, all right. So for the next song that I'll play for you, it's a nice ballad. Oops, let me see. Okay. Yeah, John. That opening. John says on Facebook that the opening line of that Charlie Parker recording of Just Friends. That's all you need. You're right. It took me years to actually learn that line, and I think I can play it somewhat. I would love to be able to like strengthen my chops on it. Anyway, so the next song, the next composition I'd like to play for you is an old beautiful ballad called My Funny Valentine. All right, so okay, you'll have to forgive me because I gotta look in this. I'm not very good with history, but I'd like to tell you who the composer of My Funny Valentine is. It's let's see. Oh, of course, it's Richard Rogers and Lawrence Hart. These are very old songs from in the early 20th century. So it says here 1937. It's a show tune from a song from a musical called Babes in Arms. So I'm going to play My Funny Valentine for you. I hope you enjoy it.
One, two, three, four.
Right, my Funny Valentine by Rogers and Hart, Richard Rogers and Lawrence Hart. Thank you very much. So, for those of you guys who are tuning in, welcome to my Lunch Hour Music with Julian Chan. I'm so happy to be here to play another edition of Lunch Hour Music, and it's all jazz today. So, well, thanks. I'd like to read some of the comments. Yeah, Az writes on YouTube, Parker loves Stravinsky. Yes, he definitely did. And hi, Siron, or Chowei, as I know him, is one of my students from Malacca. So how are you doing? Yeah, keep posting some of those, a lot of videos that you post with collaboration with some of your friends. So that's great. Abang Aznaf says that Parker actually took about 6 times to nail that intro, if I'm not wrong. Really? Now, I mean, how did you find that out? I mean, I'd love to, if you can find the article to that, I'd love to read more about it. Please, if you can find it, please do forward it to me. So I really want to know more about this. Yay, my Funny Valentine, my all-time favorite. Thank you. I love playing that song as well. And I miss playing with a great rhythm section to play it with, and I played with Michael Verappan this song, my Funny Valentine, many times, and I always have a great experience playing. Jonathan Lim from Singapore writing beautiful lines, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the after music. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, please, if you're watching, please do share the link to my YouTube channel as well, or on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, please share it to your timeline. So and please share it to your friends. Thank you so much. Yay! Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lenny from New York. Hey, Vernon. Thank you so much. Hey, Justin. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for all your lovely comments on both Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, this next song I like to play is something I kind of just wrote yesterday. It's just a blues. It's a simple 12-bar blues, and I guess you can. I'm just gonna name it as the Lockdown Blues. So, and I hope I can remember how to play it. I can't remember how to play it, but it's like it's still new. So definitely we'll practice it more, and I may expand it on it more. But anyway, this is called Lockdown Blues. I hope you enjoy it. This blues is dedicated to all of you who are been very good to stay at home and stay locked in, because we all want to be safe as well. So all right, so this is the Lockdown Blues.
One, two, three, four.
Yeah, that was The Lockdown Blues, written by yours truly just last night. And I'll make sure to play more properly as well. All right, so thank you. Thanks for tuning in. So, all right, so just a little plug, and as usual, this because of the pandemic and because of the lockdown, a lot of us musicians are really unable to work, to play in some of our favorite places, in the jazz clubs and festivals. We haven't had a chance to play in a festival for a long time, and also not just that, but also playing in a lot of events, weddings. I've been in the business for about close to 20 years, I guess. Yeah, about 20 years, and I've played a lot of weddings, and a lot of corporate events, and it's always a very good and enriching experience to play for other people in those settings too, and it's good income if you get a lot of it. So and of course playing clubs. We haven't been able to do any of that for the last I think 18 months. Almost 2 years now. So, and of course I'm doing this live stream, and if you like what you're hearing, and if you'd like to contribute to my work, please consider leaving a tip or a donation. You can see some of the links on description in YouTube below, or if you in the description on the Facebook Live. So please, if you'd like to contribute, every little bit helps, and if you do, thank you so much. And again, I want to do this every week. I want to shout out and give a big thanks and appreciation to all of you who have been following me week after week, my live stream, and also contributing to it as well. So I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. It makes me happy, and it really encourages me to play the live stream and to set up the live stream for all of you guys. So thank you so much. All right, so the next song that I'd like to play for you is this is another bossa nova tune, and this song is called Wave by, I believe it's Antonio Carlos Jobim, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Right. Well, the English name for it is Wave, but I think the Portuguese one is something else. But anyway, here it is.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, thank you very much. That was Wave. Okay, all right. I'd like to play another Billy Strayhorn tune, which I mentioned earlier. That he wrote a lot of great compositions that are very unusual for jazz compositions of that time. As in, and it uses a lot of really interesting, somewhat dissonant harmonies, as you will also see in this song. And I think, uh, one of and this is I think one of his really beautiful tunes, called "A Flower is a Lovesome Thing," and you'll find a lot of that you'll find some really good, beautiful versions of this song, and I definitely highly recommend, if you can find the music, or any album that the great Johnny Hodges, the alto saxophonist Johnny Hodges, who was the lead alto player for the Duke Ellington Orchestra, and he's one of my biggest influences. I think one of the reasons why I chose this song, and I actually did it during my graduation recital in my master studies in New York City, and I chose to arrange this song for like a woodwind and sax ensemble. If you look around, you definitely can find it. It's not on this YouTube channel. I do have another YouTube channel that I started many years ago. I still use that account, but I don't really post anything on there. But I did post videos of that recital, some of it, on that channel. So I also covered this song, and it's called "A Flower Is a Lovesome Thing." So this is dedicated to all of you.
One, two, three, four.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was "A Flower Is a Lovesome Thing" by Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington. So please go and check it out. It's a great song, and there are many great songs that the great Johnny Hodges recorded, and one of his contributions to the world of the saxophone is that he basically created a certain style of playing the alto saxophone, which is very different from what you hear from Charlie Parker and from those in the bebop era. Of course, Johnny Hodges was definitely before the bebop era, but still, it's still one of the greats of the alto saxophone. So if you're a saxophone player, if you're studying the alto saxophone, go and check out Johnny Hodges, and go and check out every Duke Ellington orchestra album that you can find that has Johnny Hodges inside there. And yeah, it's a great point to start in your study. All right, thank you very much. So once again, I'd like to thank some of you guys who've left your comments here. Thank you so much for leaving your comments. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And my friend Jonathan from Singapore says, yeah, those vibrato. So yeah. So that's definitely one of the characteristics of the playing style of Johnny Hodges. He will play a lot of these kinds of scoops and bends. You do stuff like that. So yeah, it's it's one of those styles which that it takes a while to learn, and I really dig Johnny Hodges so much. And that's also thanks to my big brother from New York City, Antonio Hart. He taught me so much, and he said, go check Johnny Hodges out, and definitely did. And he's now one of my biggest influence on the alto saxophone as well. Okay, all right, thank you so much. Wow, it's already 2 p.m. and thank you so much for all of you guys who tuned in today for my jazz edition of Lunch Hour Music with Julian Chan. Thank you so much. So again, if you'd like to contribute to my stream, for me doing a regular live stream, so please consider leaving a tip or a donation on PayPal or Maybank. Any of these platforms will do, and any contribution that you have is really appreciate it, and I really I'm so grateful for your generosity as well. Okay, so before and to end today's lunch hour live stream, I'm just gonna play another awesome Charlie Parker classic called "Now's the Time." It's an awesome blues, and it's also one of Charlie Parker's most famous recordings of the blues. So this is called "Now's the Time." So now's the time, and and also this is a shout out to our new cabinet. Now's the time to make a difference. So please make a difference. All right, cool. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your online presence. And please stay tuned and follow all my social media accounts for updates on when my next live stream will be, or whether I'll be posting some videos and whatever kind of content I'll be putting out there. So again, please share the links of these live videos, whether to your Facebook account or to your on YouTube. Please share the YouTube links to all your social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter, anywhere that you're on. So thank you very much. This is Charlie Parker's "Now's the Time."
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now's the Time by the great Charlie Parker. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and I do hope that you have a good day today. I hope the music that I brought to you have been entertaining and also really helpful in your lunch hour, helpful in making your lunch hour a really nice one. So until next time, so I'll be back again for some live streams. So please do stay tuned. Follow me on my social media platforms, and I will keep you updated on when I'll be streaming next. So thank you once again, and thank you for the contributions that you've made. So have a good day, have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.